guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm testing the new Audi A7. Ever since the A7 and the RS7 came to the market, it made a huge difference really. I think Audi knew that they need that extra gap in the market. What I'm gonna do, guys, is U-turn, because this car have 4-wheel steering wheel, so it's much more nimble and easy to basically make a U-turn and drive inside the city and park. And on high speed, it makes the car more stable. Did you see that? It was really easy to make the turn, guys. So I'm driving the car in comfort mode. I'm gonna go through the details of the car, guys, because there's so much to talk about since it's totally new car, really new. First impression, it's super quiet. Of course, Audi, they are very refined cars compared to many other brands, and they are very known for that. They're well built, the build quality, the refinement. But if you order that extra acoustic package or something, you will have dual glass or double glass, and you can hear it. It's very thick from the drivers and the passenger, even from the back. So literally, guys, this is the first car ever I sit down, I hear nothing outside, so it's very comfortable. Those are the regular seats. I don't know, this is a test drive car, by the way, so there's better seats for sure, that they can do a massage, and they are ventilated. They're better seats for sure, guys, but these ones are still pretty comfortable and not so sportive, but they are ventilated, which is amazing, especially with this crazy heat here. As for the suspension, there's 4 different types of suspension in the new A7. The regular, the bit sportier, which is lower and stiffer. The dynamic, which has give you different control for comfort sport, and the air suspension. Now, these guys here don't know really much about every spec of the car, so I'm gonna discover myself a little bit later when reviewing this car in detail. Steering wheel is light, but I feel that, it's better than the S5 that I drove earlier, and which is, I'm gonna link it below. Love this car so far. The interior is just amazing, really. First thing that hits you the most, that very few buttons to press on. The quality of the interior, guys, it's amazing. The design, it's really good. Now visibility, it's not so great from the back, but I was expecting worse, honestly. It looks good. I mean, it's a hatch, sports back, hatchback look, but it's beautiful. Blind spot now, they're better than ever. They blink very well, and they're very clear and visible to see. I tried to put the AC a bit lower so we don't hear much the AC noise. It's melting outside. I believe it's 38.5 degrees, guys. Okay, now we're gonna go on the highway. I like to start my reviews by driving the car, not just talking about the looks and the interior, because it's kind of boring from the beginning. I like to do the interior, in middle of the video or the end of the video. I'm not gonna go super ludicrous fast right now. So I just want to test drive the car. I want to drive it like it's like I'm going to work, going home, just a normal day. I mean, the A7, it's a very good car for daily driver, and you can put people in the back. There's a big boot, I'll show you later, 550 liter, I believe. It's a very nice car, man. I like this car so far. Let's talk about the different wheels, because I'm gonna mention this now in the beginning of the video. In case some people tell me, no, the ride is harsh, it could be better. Even if you have the best suspension, which is the air suspension, and we're gonna find out a bit later. This is 21 inches wheel. It starts from 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 are the largest. And we all know, as long as you make the rim bigger, of course, you have to justify with the comfort of the car. I feel the car is a bit bumpy now on the highway. A little bit bumpy, but the quality of the ride, it's beautiful. Really nice. Isolated from everything, your tire, wind, noise, and the virtual cockpit in front of you, 12 inches screen, fantastic. Audi nailed it, really. And you can see that most of the different manufacturers were competing with Audi, from BMW, Mercedes, even Range Rover now, Jaguar. Everyone's going for that particular basically feature, because it's very good feature, really. There's no head-up display in this option, guys. It feels big and wide, like really wide. I can drive between the two lines and I can feel the car is just almost taking the whole distance. It's a pretty long car, honestly, guys. It's not so heavy that I was expecting over 2 tons. Precisely, it's 1,890 kilograms, and I think that's pretty good, you know, for this type of car, this category, you know, especially with so many options there. So just like I'm trying to put my hands down to change the settings, and I'm not so used because it's all touch now. The drive select is there, but it's touch. So and there is a click for every actually, you know, particular noise. It was an efficient mode. It was very boring. I put it directly in auto. I'm not gonna put it in comfort, and we're gonna put it in dynamic a bit later. So every time you press on any of the screens or the buttons that they are touch, there's kind of buzzing, you know, vibrating noise, and there's small clicking noise. The rest of the cabin, it's not a flat bottom steering wheel because this is not the S line, just a regular steering wheel, but it's pretty comfortable. Very soft leather, stitched from, you know, very nicely. I like the logo of the Audi, which matches the screen there. In Dubai, guys, the car comes with one option or one model, 55 TFSI, 3-liter V6. It produced 340 horsepower and 500 Newton meters. And the torque is low from 1,290 to 1,300. You'll get the maximum power at 5,000 RPM. That's brilliant. 0 to 100, 5.3 seconds. Of course, this is quattro system like all Audis, and 4-wheel steering, as I said. So the actual wheels in the back turn when you turn on higher speed and lower speed. But one thing that strikes me a lot, guys, the crystal clear, zero haze, zero reflection on both screens. It's fantastic. There's so many screens, you know. I mean, I don't know who to blame. Should we blame Tesla? Should we say, you know, we missed the actual, you know, physical buttons? I mean, there's gonna be some buttons there, but not much. By the way, the car have a lot of features, and this is the Matrix LED. It have 16 different lamps, light segment. They can light individually, or, you know, together or separately. Doesn't have to be, you know, in order. It depends on the light and the object that's actually in front of you, whether it's a passenger or car or whatever. Also the smell, guys, it's a new car, of course, but the smell of the leather and the wood here, because it's everything wood here and there, it's not a aluminium. There's an option for that. This is not a full leather again, just, you know, plain plastic, kind of soft, but, you know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't order this type of car and not having the best options. And the reason, it takes away from the experience. I mean, you pay for a premium price with full luxury and comfort and kind of performance. You should go for the best option, which is full leather always. Looking at both screens, kind of distracting, you know, the driver from focusing on the road, especially the no-head-up display. You have to look down for the cockpit, you have to look there, you know, in order to change your radio, your track, whatever. You wanna change, you know, the comfort settings for the seats. You wanna change the comfort settings for the AC, for different zones there, for, you know, this massage seats, the heating seats, whatever. You have to look down always. Tell me in the comment below, do you prefer to have physical buttons there, or you prefer to have just a touchscreen like Audi now? I mean, for me, a little bit of, you know, buttons here and there wouldn't really hurt. Something I realized when the car comes to a stop, it kind of reduces speed, and you can feel it's using the gas pedal or the brake just to squeeze it, to push it a little bit down. I'm gonna put the car in the dynamic mode. Driver assist, you have individual. You can even change the driver assist. That's fantastic. Automatic on and off. For when you stop there on a signal, I turn it off all the time. Lane assist is on. I put the paddle shifters in manual so I can change them myself. As soon as you take off your hand, you know, just go back to automatic, so you have to really use them all the time. M2. Absolutely no sound for the engine at all. It's not fake, nothing comes inside the cabin. I think maybe they can do that, but so you can hear just the engine, guys. 100, 120. Brakes, let's test it. Nice brakes too. They're not ventilated, but they're very responsive. S1, 2. See, it goes back to S. You can do that by, you know, basically like D2, S2. You can put in manual mode and visual all the time. But you have two different settings: regular driving or sportive driving. Manual is just here. The pedal shifters again, Audi. You had the chance, my goodness me. And we told you that in many reviews, just improve those pedals. I mean, now they are all full from aluminium, no plastic anymore on the back, so they are cold and they feel good, but they are too short, you know, they are just too short. They are fixed on the steering wheel, which is we really appreciate. Let's accelerate. You see, after 120, I start to hear downshift. Nice. After 120, guys, I started to feel the wind a little bit, but it's just slightly. That tell you how much the car is well isolated. It revs to almost 6,500, so it's not very heavy car. That is 500 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. So I put the gear leader on the right. It's very big, so I can put it, you know, on the left again anytime while driving. So I put it on the right. It goes to M mode. So if you're asking how to put the M mode all the time. In Audi, of course, to shift down, you have to put it down. Up, you have to put it up. So you kind of get used. 640 kilometers for fuel range. It's amazing. The first time I test drive the Audi was the virtual cockpit. See how easy it's for making U-turn? It's really easy now. So it tells you need to change the gear. There's a lot of torque with the Quattro. I know it's not very, you know, the sportiest car, and it's not meant to be the sportiest car. I mean, at least this particular model, I know it's a sport still, not like the A8. But the torque pushed me back in the seats. The grip of the car is fantastic. Steering wheel got a bit heavier on the individual. Again, third. I'm gonna nice grip. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna put M1 again. Nice. It's well performance. I love this car. It's a stock standard. And there's a diesel version which have a little bit less power, more torque, 285 horsepower, 600 plus torque. There's no diesel here. Because, you know, we live in the, you know, Gulf, so, and the oil price is not super expensive as the rest. So while sitting here waiting for the signal to turn green, I just realized something. Even I did not see the new A7 before, but there's no Twitter that comes here. So Bang & Olufsen, it's not there. This is wood, it's not fully leather. I checked as well. There's some one button there is missing. If you guys know what's the central button there and what does it function, please let me know in the comments. Wi-Fi, I don't see it there. Wi-Fi charging. There's SIM and HDMI or SD, all the stuff, but there's no Wi-Fi charging. So performance so far, as I said, is pretty good. Brakes are excellent as well. They do their job. It's a heavy car. I mean, if you're gonna race it or you're gonna floor it all the time and use the brakes, they're not gonna do so well. They will get very warm, and they're gonna be useless, of course. The steering wheel is not, it's very precise though, but it's a bit light for my taste. I mean, this is not the sportiest car, but a bit light. Gearbox is fantastic. They nailed it. The Tiptronic, the TDI doesn't have the Tiptronic because it's have the 8-speed automatic torque converter though, but it's just automatic. This one, Tiptronic 7-speed, and it looks fantastic. And gearbox, if you have the diesel TDI, you will have definitely the automatic gearbox. It's a torque converter, which is good. But if you have the petrol engine, it's a 7-speed Tiptronic S, and it's fantastic. It's better than the S5. It's a bit better than the RS5. It's supposed to be the same one. Maybe it's not a brand new, transmission, but because they did some tricks, I'm sure, with the configuration and the settings, and now it's much better than before. The response from the pedals, even automatically, is better. So I love this the transmission so far. Of course, the windows are frameless. That's the cockpit, guys. You can change all the different options, which is you can see on top here. This range, radio, multimedia, phone is off, and navigation. So you can press left and right and then go different option. Super easy. My favorite view is definitely this one. It's really good. You can go back at any time, and then you can have a shortcut list for your last destination. And you can use that. You'll use the knob there, wheel knob. Everything clicks perfectly nice. Adaptive cruise control here. The lights, and that screen there for automatic lights. It's not really, it's like touch, but there's like kind of buttons. I like it a lot. It's kind of glossy, so you can turn on the rear fog light. All weather lights on, and auto dips light, of course. Slide lights are off. This one will give you different options: dip lights, side lights, off, and auto. Super responsive to lock and unlock the door. It's amazing clicks. Gentle opening and a gentle close as well. Gentle opening and soft closing as well. Beautiful. Memory seats, 2 options to control all the different functions for the windows. The mirrors are here and fixed on the door, as I told you earlier, and they are beautifully shaped. They look like sport here now. There's no more stuck there. There's a lot of space now. The steering wheel, it's beautifully shaped. The logo there, the Audi logo, if you look very closely, it matches the shape of the first screen. It's fantastic. See? The new shape of the steering wheel, it's beautiful. Nice materials there, no more, it kind of feels expensive and premium. I like it a lot. They fixed that, 6 spokes and 9 spokes there. The pedals are betterly made now. There's no more plastic on the background. It's aluminium, but they are almost the same shape, unfortunately. The best part is the dashboard, which is beautifully designed, nice streamlines, and you can see the AC vents. They're kind of hidden but obvious at the same time. First screen, as I said, this is the biggest screen, the 10.1 inches. It controls all the multimedia. Home. If you can see me on the reflection, guys, as we're talking about the screen, let's show you the coolest part so far. First of all, the screen quality is fantastic, you can see that. But if you have the 3D different, you know, options that you have now, and you can control it, and you can touch it and see exactly where is your car, it's fantastic. It's so good. It uses different kind of technology than ever, guys. It have a laser technology, the acoustic, the sensors. It knows exactly where it is, and you can see even the GoPro reflection there, which is I put on the back. You can't see it on the car, but you can see it on the camera. That's crazy. See? Nice animation if you put it on from the top angle. Let's see from the roof. Now it goes back. Oh, this is just to switch it from different angle, and you can just do it by your hand. All right. If you can turn it off, it goes back to the regular settings. That give you the perspective of the, you know, the back, but kind of. That's if the first is the front view, and give you a lane assist as well. That's from the side. It's crazy, man, how many options you have. This is the back, you can see the GoPro here, so it gives you the lane assist basically from the front and the back. Right now you have to press that because automatically off. This is from the back, but narrower version. Oh man, this is for the front. Yes, the front. I can see the tires. I don't want to move it too much. It's not good. Same thing goes for the back. It's fantastic. Even if I move it, you won't be able to see it much, guys, because as I said, it's only, you know, switches by 5 degrees or something. All right, enough said of that. Here you can see the camera from the top. On the other part of the screen you can see the car from the top, and it's supposed to, you can turn it off and on. You can turn it on and off at any time. Automatic activation, medium. Well, it's cool options there. Of course, you can exit anytime. To control the radio volume, thank God they kept a knob here. Thank God they kept a knob here. You can turn it off. If you press on it, it goes to mute. Nice feeling. This is amazing quality. Media. You have to connect your phone, as we all know that. I will not do that. Once your phone is connected, you have different options. You have Apple CarPlay, Android navigation. This is probably the best part. I don't know if you want to do it from here, you want to do it from here, but mostly in order to use the full functions you have to use this screen. It goes to this screen while you're driving. Search, let's say Al Nabuda and Sheikh Zayed Road. I want to test the touchpad here. If you press here, you can write down stuff. Let's say motor M-O-T Motor City Park. Start.
The route is being calculated.
Turn off the volume, man.
Please turn right after 100 meters at the end of...
Alright.
Please turn right after 100 meters at the end of the road.
Alright, thank you. It gives you directions as well, and as a list, so you know what next you have to do. That's amazing. So first right, it goes from the bottom to the top. It's pretty cool. All right, so the home again will give you navigation, the phone apps, the car as well. This is Audi Select, Drive Select, dynamic, individual. Let's see what we have to do. Individual, put it in dynamic as a drive, and steering in dynamic, and I'm gonna test that a bit later to see. Let's keep it in dynamic then. All right, efficiency assist, intelligent coasting, accelerator pedal feedback. This is what I'm trying to tell you here. It was on, so I can feel it all the time. Economic tip, I don't care about that. The seats, cool that you can see the adjustment there as well. The AC, you can use it. This is a 4-zone, by the way, but I don't know why you have to put it there. Just turn it off from here and there. So this is like again another option, but definitely use the other screen for more detail. Parking lights and vision, exterior lighting, automatic headlights, medium, we kept it. Exit and entry lights are on. Background lighting, solar, you can change different color as well. This is the brightest. Keep it as maritime, as bluish. Fortunately it's too bright, can't see it right now. Rain sensor on. Let's go to the below screen. You can see different aid they are here. So on off, parking there, lane assist. Every time you actually put it in red and then it goes off. So basically you want to put it in, you know, want to keep it, you just make sure it doesn't show you as red, because if you press it off here, lane assist for example, see it goes, you press it on, it shows. This is the adjustable wing, I believe. This is off, keep it on of course. Press and hold to react to rear spoiler manually. So press and hold, let's press and hold and see. The rear spoiler is retracted, nice. You can control the traction control from here. So off you have it, stabilization control on. If you keep pressing on it, it goes automatically off. Hazards. Nice clicking noise. Rear and front for, you know, in case of you have humidity or water on the front or the rear windscreen. Start engine and stop. Gear leader, which is very familiar now with Audi. You have to press always here to move, basically, you know, to drive, to neutral, to reverse. Okay, you press here, it goes to parking. You can see it laminated. Handbrake parking, automatic on and off. There is a nice click for the cup holders. There are 2 cup holders. This is the key of the car. It feels premium. It's a newer one, smaller one. You can, you know, use 3 different options obviously there. To start the car, guys, you put your leg on the, to start the car you put your leg on the brake. You start an engine and stop here. Very nice. It feels very heavy, guys, really. Now, there's a light there, but unfortunately this car doesn't come with the wireless charging. You have a different SIM and SD and different 2 USBs in the front, 2 USBs in the back. You can adjust it in the front and the back. Very soft leather here, which is I like. The lights are touched and they're LED. The sunroof, you can open it all the way and it gives so much for the, you know, light inside, but to open it fully, you can see it doesn't go all the way back. It goes until they have only, I mean, press again, nothing. Press again, it closes, and I would rather keep the shade here. Lights and vision, background lighting. So contour is in white. Not sure if you want that. Nice one. This is like orange. Impulse, it's red. Love it. Vision, it's kind of, you know, I don't know, yellowish. Caribbean, Aqua, individual. And there's different options you want to change as well. The contour is different than the brightness and the surface. It's fantastic. I will put it as Impulse. I don't know. I like this color a lot. Just beautiful.